Michaela, right? This morning.
Oh, yeah, your daughter, yeah?
We're driving to school. She's 8 years old. And I'm like,
She's driving at 8?
Yeah.
That's pretty young.
We start them young.
That's Texas for you. We do things our own way.
She's like, okay, Mom, here's the deal. Do not get me socks and underwear for Christmas.
Why not? Socks and underwear are great.
I did that one year. She's like, that's not a cool Christmas gift. Like, Mom, I was excited, and then I have to open up a present, and it's socks and underwear. These are her words. Are you ready? I was all excited, and then I felt like I got ripped off.
So anyway, this terrified farmer called in armed police after finding a tiger near his pregnant cows. Imagine you're walking out, going out to check on your cows, and there's this tiger sitting there. Anyway, so Mr. Grubb fled the area and waited for the officers to arrive. The officers set up a safety perimeter around the cow shed and began contacting the local wildlife park. So 45 minutes into the standoff, Mr. Grubb decides, you know what? This is taking too long. When the other frogs gathered around the top of the pit and saw how deep it was, they told the two frogs that there was no hope left for you. However, the two frogs decided to ignore what they were saying and began trying to jump out of the pit.
Hey guys, you're listening to What the Fun with Marc and Nikki. Today we're going to talk about whatever pops up into our brains, right? And on the agenda, I've got Christmas gifts for the little ones and what my daughter informed me that she absolutely did not want this year. Also this week, we celebrated #Giving Tuesday, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. So what about you, Marc? What's on your agenda for today?
Oh, I don't know. It's the holiday season. I feel a little bit like, I want to connect with the emotional side of what's going on. So I got a cool inspirational vitamin today that I'm going to talk about. It's a cool story. Try not to get worked up, okay? Just enjoy the story and take the inspirational vitamin that it is and come away with an emotional boost at the end of it. And I got a funny story about Scotland police. They have a 45-minute standoff with a stuffed tiger. Yeah.
Oh.
And it was armed police because I think they have unarmed police and an armed police. Well, this was the armed police that were out there with a standoff. So anyway, I'll have a little fun with that as well. All right, quick reminder that What the Fun is sponsored by our other talk show, CBD and Essential Oil Talk Radio. If you want to learn how CBD and essential oils can have a positive impact on your life, which everybody needs a little bit of plant oils in their life.
Absolutely.
Okay, because we, as a society, as a culture, we are gone far astray from things that are helpful and nutritious to us. We need to do a little cleanup, and plant oils can help with that. So if you want to learn by your phone, we can send you a text. So if you want to learn about CBD, text the word CBD to 210-910-4174 to learn the basics about CBD. Really helpful information. Can kind of orient you about what's going on with that. And if you want to learn about oils, text the word oils to 210-910-4174. Same number, different topics. One CBD, one is oils. And we'll get that information right to your phone. All right, so
that's awesome.
What do we got?
So Michaela, right, this morning.
Oh, yeah, your daughter, yeah?
We're driving to school. She's 8 years old. And I'm like,
she's driving at 8?
Yeah.
That's pretty young.
We start them young.
That's Texas for you. We do things our own way.
Right. Here, honey, hold my beer. So I'm like, what do you want for Christmas? People are asking, what do you want for Christmas? What if Santa's like, hey, Mom, what does Michaela want for Christmas? And she's like, okay, Mom, here's the deal. Do not get me socks and underwear for Christmas.
Why not? Socks and underwear are great.
I did that one year. She's like, that's not a cool Christmas gift. Like, Mom, I was excited, and then I have to open up a present, and it's socks and underwear. These are her words. Are you ready? I was all excited, and then I felt like I got ripped off because I found a friggin' pair of underwear and socks in the box. She said friggin'.
Wow. So she is your daughter.
Freaking. It was friggin'. And I was like,
love it.
That's not even how you use the word friggin'. Is it?
It can be. Why not?
So that's what she said.
It's an expletive.
And then here she goes. Number 2. Please do not get me any baby dolls that talk or walk, giggle, poop, or pee. Those things are creepy.
Yeah, they are creepy.
And I shouldn't have to sleep with those things in my room.
Wow, she said your daughter's so articulate in her.
I was like, wow.
She's very definite.
Yeah, detailed.
And you're the same way though.
Yeah.
You're very just.
Well, I talk to everyone like they're 5 years old. I do.
Yeah.
I want to make sure they understand what I'm saying.
Right.
Right. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Right. So then she did say something that she kind of made up for all this, like I was not a good mom because I was giving socks and underwear.
Well, is that the message you were taking away when
I was kind of like, wow, you should be lucky you have clean underwear. I mean, I'm 48 years old. Some days I don't even have clean underwear. I'm just kidding.
Was she being ungrateful, or was she
No.
just
Yeah,
letting you
kinda.
know this is just not what I want anymore because I've outgrown?
Well, she was just saying that you shouldn't even do that. Like, that's not cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Well,
She
at
says
8 years old, you
she's
pretty
like, there's
much
nothing worse than just like opening up your present. It's all nice and shiny. And you're like, oh, I'm so excited. Really? Freaking socks and underwear? No.
Oh,
That's basically what she was saying. But here's how she made up.
all right.
She says, here's what I really want, Mom. I want my own YouTube channel.
Oh,
I want to make slime. I
she
was
could be
like,
good at that.
Okay, you're good at that. And are you ready for this? She says, because someday, Mom, I want to be famous like you are.
Yeah.
She thinks I'm famous because when she's watching YouTube, something always pops up that has CBD and essential oil talk radio on it.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay. So here's the cool part about this.
Yep.
YouTube is free, right? Like if I get her a channel,
Yep. It is.
it's totally free. So I'm so doing that for Christmas. I'm going to wrap up this real pretty box and say, your own YouTube channel. That's a gift for you. So I'll help her set that up. And she's going to make her slime, but she always incorporates the essential oils into the slime. And then she'll just direct them over to Mom.
Yep.
Is that smart?
Yep.
It's totally smart.
You're ahead of the game.
It's a hashtag win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't cost me a dime.
So how many times or how often is she going to make videos?
I don't know. I don't know the whole YouTube thing. I
Well,
don't know what she should do.
I'll give you a couple tips. So you want to have somewhat of a pattern, right? So that people are used to, your show should have a kind of a theme, but you work that out as you go. I mean, we've explored that.
Uh-huh.
But if you have consistency in your episodes, whether it's, the first Monday of the month or the first Monday of the week or whatever, at this particular time, that's when you upload. So you don't have to, obviously, you tape it ahead of time.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's
And
not
then-
live?
No.
Oh, that's even better.
You can do it live, but you pre-record it and then you schedule it as a premiere, same as we do like on Facebook, and then it just goes whenever. So you can, and it's a good idea to have about 4 episodes on the shelf, so to speak, ready to go. So that way you just schedule them out. So get your 4 taped and you kind of get your flow figured out a little bit. And then you just boom, 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 and then you market them. But have your commercial, right? Because you want to have a call to action in there for something that generates some kind of residual income, some kind of, right?
Right.
Because you want to monetize that.
She wants to sell her slime.
Yep.
So she can say, I'm making 5 slimes right now, and I can sell 5 of these.
Are you going to connect it to an Etsy account or something?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, Mark. Jeez. What are you, the 20 question police?
Well, I kind of know I know a little bit about this
Yeah.
this stuff here, but I mean, connect it to, Etsy or something like that where
So
they can
Merry
order
Christmas, you got a job.
it. Yes. But it's an artistic expression job. It's right.
That's
They
right.
can go be creative and then they can post it, but make a commitment to do it and then make a commitment to get better at it as you go.
Right.
So anyway, that's awesome. I like
Yeah,
it.
she's talked about it for I'm going to say years, probably months, but she's like, I want to make slime where I add sand and slime, and then I want to add some cereal and see what happens to that. And like she's got all these creative, crafty ideas that she wants to do. So I'm
like
like,
it.
let's do it. And I like that it's not going to cost me a big ton of money.
Right.
And
It might
do
cost
hear
you a
some
little
static? Do you hear static when I talk?
Yeah, a little bit.
Am
Yeah.
I too close to the mic? I think I am.
No, I don't think it's that, but
So one more thing. I don't know what I was going to say. Here's what I'm going to say. She's going to feel like she's a little more grown because she has her own YouTube. So it's a part of growing up. And I'm actually going to be proud to let her do that because I've been nervous about it because I always say it's a sick world we live in. What if somebody's watching her or following her? Well, if they want to do that, they can just check out my Facebook posts. I put my daughter on there all the time.
right. You keep the fences up to keep the riffraff out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
Awesome. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to that for you. I'm looking forward to following her on YouTube.
Yay.
We could even plug her on our show a little bit.
We will.
Cool. All right. What else? That
That's
good?
it.
All right. Well,
Tell
let
me what you got.
Let me do a short commercial break before we go into to my segments. So I want to plug NingXia Red. So NingXia Red is my go-to drink every single day. Yep. I like to drink it straight, right? I do my 2 ounces. It's fruity. It's a little bit tart. It's got wolfberry. It's got plum, cherry, pomegranate. It's got great juices, high antioxidant drink. It's got essential oils in it. So now it's both fat soluble and water soluble antioxidants. Great thing for the body. Real good for my energy levels. I enjoy that. So the official claim to fame for the NingXia Red is that it supports normal body cellular function and whole body health and normal eye health, right? But what I say is I feel great. I love it. I go through the winter season very, very good. I go through the spring season when the pollen and everything else is being released. I go through that very, very well. My life is better, more energy. So what I recommend folks do is you need to try this drink, okay? It's not going to break the bank. You need to try it for 30 days and then quit for 30 days. I dare you, because it's phenomenal. You'd be like, okay, I'm used to living this way now, and I don't want to go back to the way it was before, because we don't want to spend money on a supplement, right, that doesn't add value to our life.
Right.
We want to, it's like, okay, I'll pay for this and I'll take it, but I need to notice some improvement, right? NingXia Nitro, which is another awesome one, right? And then NingXia Red. That'll change your life. And if it doesn't, stop buying it. I don't want you buying something you ain't going to use. But if you want to learn about it, then let me help you. Text the word RED, R-E-D, to 210-910-4174. We'll get you the information you need sent right to your phone, and you can start learning, and you can go buy some. Have a better 2020.
There you go. I've seen the effects and effects of it when you're taking it, when you don't take it. My husband takes it, and I know on a day, I'm like, did you take your NingXia today? He's like, no, I forgot. I said, yeah, you look exhausted. He's like, I don't have that energy boost.
Does he do Nitro too, or just NingXia Red?
Just the NingXia every morning, except last Tuesday.
I like to take a Nitro, which I don't need it all the time, but sometimes I'll take one about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean? Especially if I got more editing and other stuff I need to do. So
yeah, there you go. So speaking of Tuesday, Mark, hashtag Giving Tuesday was this past Tuesday.
Yes.
And a lot of people donated to local charities. They donated just their time to go help, maybe, Meals on Wheels. Hey, can I take a meal to somebody in need? Or maybe I can support somebody local, like a donut drive. That would be cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
I need a donut.
Yes.
Just kidding. Like a toy drive or blanket drives, and then a lot of people were like, you know what, we should donate to those who give back to us,
right,
give back to the community. So that's something that we do over at the show you're just talking about, over at CBD Essential Oil Talk Radio. We actually give back to our community, and some people wanted to donate to us. So we put up that coffee donate button. I don't know exactly 100% if it's a button or it's just a link, but if people feel in their hearts they want to give us a little something for all the joy we bring them, head on over to CBD Essential Oil Talk Radio.
Yeah. All that money goes right back into what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're in, I think, 39 countries now, and the message is well needed. You know what I mean? And we're a fun show. We try to have a little bit of fun and teach folks about the power and need for essential oils. So, yeah, definitely go over if you're into supporting small business. Make a $5 donation or whatever, $1. Doesn't matter. But go over there.
Right, $1, $1 million, whatever. We'll take it.
Spread the love.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
All right, let's hear your inspirational vitamin.
Well, I want to talk about the tiger story first,
okay,
and then we'll end with the other thing. So up on your screen, if you're watching the video version of this, so over in Scotland, a terrified Scottish farmer named Bruce Grubb called. I like Scottish, right? I love the way they talk. It cracks me up.
I like Scottish eggs. I'm just saying.
I wonder if they think about our accent over here. I like Texans. I like Texans. I don't even know how they talk, right? Anyway. So a terrified Scottish farmer named Bruce Grubb called in armed police, because they have armed and unarmed, right? Which is odd to me.
That doesn't make sense to me. Stop or I'll yell louder.
Yes, I'll beat you. I'll throw this club at you. So anyway, this terrified farmer called in armed police after finding a tiger near his pregnant cows. Imagine you're walking out, going out to check on your cows, and there's this tiger sitting there, a little bit freaked out, right? In Scotland, I imagine there's tigers all the time over in Scotland. I really don't know. But anyway, so Mr. Grubb fled the area and waited for the officers to arrive. The officers set up a safety perimeter around the cow shed and began contacting local wildlife parks in a search for a tiger expert, right? Because there's probably lots of tigers over there, and they probably have an expert. I don't know.
So this is a huge deal.
It's a huge deal.
They're getting everybody involved.
Got a perimeter, probably got helicopters. I don't know. We got lots of stuff going on. So 45 minutes into the standoff, Mr. Grubb decides, you know what? This is taking too long. So he takes matters into his own hands. He walks over to this vicious, ferocious animal sitting there and tried to shoo him off, right? Like, go away. I don't even know how you say it, right?
Shoo, tiger, shoo. Don't bother me.
So officers out in the perimeter, they waited anxiously until a somewhat embarrassed Mr. Grubb returned with the stuffed animal in hand. Not the taxidermy kind, mind you, where it'd be easier to mistake.
You win at the Texas Rodeo.
This is something that you win at a fair, So Mr. Grubb told reporters that he now feels a little bit silly, but at the time, he truly did believe that this was a ferocious animal. And it was a real emergency.
Yeah, because that's probably how he makes his living. On his cows, right? Maybe he was a farmer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying that maybe he watches too much television.
Maybe.
I don't know, but anyway, so I'm going to go into my next story here, which this is a cool story.
Do I have to get my tissue ready?
No,
Okay,
this is good. It's encouragement. It's
Okay,
it's
I like
awesome.
to be encouraged.
All right, so here's the story. All right. So as a group of frogs was traveling through the woods, two of them fell into a deep pit and landed on a narrow ledge overlooking the long drop to the bottom, right? When the other frogs gathered around the top of the pit and saw how deep it was, they told the two frogs that there was no hope left for you. However, the two frogs decided to ignore what they were saying and began trying to jump out of the pit. So they're jumping and they're jumping. Despite their efforts, the group of frogs at the top of the pit were still saying, hey, just give up. You're never going to get out of there. It's too far down. Eventually, one of the frogs took heed to what the others were saying, and he gave up, falling down to his death.
Dun, dun, dun.
The other frog, though, continued to jump as hard as he could, but the frogs at the top yelled at him to give up. Just stop the pain and die, they said, right? They're like getting after him.
Are you married? Sorry.
So the frog jumped even harder when they were saying that, right? And he finally made it out. When he got to the top, the other frog said to him, did you not hear us? Why didn't you just give up and die? The frog then took his hand and began writing in the dirt. And the frog explained that he was deaf, and he thought they were encouraging him the entire time.
Aw, that's super
So,
sweet.
moral of the story, people's words can have a big effect on other people's lives. We should all think about what we say before it leaves our mouth. It just might mean the difference between life and death.
Wow.
So, yeah, just a little bit of fun.
All right. Well, that was pretty fun. Frog legs for dinner. Just kidding.
At least for one of them, right? Just
All right,
give
Mark,
up, man.
Go ahead and wrap us up.
All right, as we wrap up the show, quick reminder, check out our latest podcast and all the usual podcast platforms. You know what? If you like my inspirational vitamins, let me know, and I'll do a few more through the holiday season. We'll see how you guys like them. Be sure you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, where we post videos of our show. There are links to everything you need to know in the details below. That's going to be it for us. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.